idiot and I don't leave my magic cards that I care about where my kid can get them. So, you know. Do we have a Teague? No, we don't have a Teague in our there's no Teague in my Court of Calling deck, believe it or not. Try this now before we can get snapped leaked. Can't resolve, that's good for us. Trust me when I say Teague is better against us than it is against probably any of our opponents. You see, Magic is like work for me, so like when I leave the house, if I'm going somewhere, like my cards come with me that I care about. Opponent is probably not on Scape Shift. Mana Leak's not a typical Scape Shift card. Probably like a Rug mid-range deck. We're gonna get... let's get to... Got a lot of white cards in our hand. I think I want stomping around still in case we drop P and Kieran. Temur Delver wasn't playing Electrolyze, so things worth noting. I'm going to play Eidolon out, because again, it disables Snapcaster Mage. Why are we just assuming... If the... So here's the secret. Merfolk is a red deck. So thus, every blue deck in Modern plays Snapcaster Mage, basically. It's Tarmo Kiki. It could be. It could be Tarmo Kiki. We should probably have had Electrolyzes in our Tarmo Kiki this. Scavenging Ooze, sure. Bolting. Oh, you can't bolt. Get wrecked. I was just, okay, it's like in Charlotte, for example, I just beat all of those decks except for Grishelbrand, which I only had one game against because I got screwed out of a game in the top 8, and I never drew those cards, so like... Wizards contacts you on the email that's connected to your Wizards account. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I'm just shipping the turn here. If he casts a spell, we're probably going to chord for Pia and Kieran Nalar in response. I really like this deck too. It's like he's going to bolt my elemental here, and like we know he can't counter this because he's already cast a spell for the turn. How do you feel about blue for black instead of... no, I don't... So the problem with the blue cards is that they require blue mana. The black splash is very minimal. We only have the one Overgrown Tomb in the deck. So... only having the one Overgrown Tomb in the deck means we often don't fetch for it. We just like chord for the black cards. And cards like Glenelendra require you to chord for them and have blue mana on the table. So like it's a lot more intensive. Also, this is a deck that generally likes to be like proactive, so like I'd rather have like Sin Collector as disruption as opposed to a counterspell. I love Courser in this deck. I think it's very good. Well, it costs 5 mana. Thragdad. Yeah, you got it, bud. This is interesting because this allows me to use Pia and Kieran to kill his Scavenging Ooze. So I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna play Wall of Omens. And then I'm gonna ship with my Elemental token here since it's a 6/6. And then I'm gonna use Pia and Kieran to kill this Scavenging Ooze. So that seems like it went well for us. Yeah, I missed points of damage there. I should have attacked with at least the one Thopter. I think I'm chumping with this one maybe, but we did miss one free. I did miss one free point of damage there. I just missed the attack. I was talking and reading a chat message, and I didn't click to attack with those, so I did just miss that point of damage. Eternal Witness is unfortunate because that will. We could have had the Scavenging Ooze, so I'm assuming he's gonna bolt Pia and Kieran. I'm just gonna take 5 here. Can you give him his pink pen? Apologies for the baby rage in the background.
He's tired.
So, yeah, I'm going to play my creature pre-combat here because it makes the elemental bigger. We've played the mirror a few times. You want to put Jake to bed? He looks tired.
I'm about to.
So this time we will ship with... Actually, I'm not even sure if I'm going to ship with this one. I want to leave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to attack with this elemental and leave up Chord for some number. I assume he's going to bolt something. Bolts Pete and Kieran. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I have most of this deck but no voices. Is this deck terrible without them? It's less good. Why not shoot the E-Witness? Because I want to hold the Chord up on his turn. I didn't shoot his Witness because I want to be able to Chord.
Hey! We do not hit our brother in the head.
Come on, cast the spell.
We don't kick him either.
That's
Give
sweet.
me this. Let's go. Bedtime. You want to say goodnight to Dad? Bye, Dad.
Bye, Jake.
Say bye-bye to the internet.
Say bye-bye, Internet. I'm going to bed because I was a brat. Bye-bye. Alright, so we got that one. So things we probably don't need: Fulminator, Pontiff. Eidolon was very clearly great.
You're tired too, I know.
What do we want to bring in here? Huh. Got two cards to bring in. Probably don't need this Pride Mage either. Spellskite's probably decent. Helix is maybe decent. Yeah, Jake's Harry's got this like fro type thing going on. It's really funny. I think our opponent's playing a mid-range deck. We saw Eternal Witness, so that screams mid-range to me. Sin Collector's probably worthwhile.
You're gonna drop it on your face, and trust me, it doesn't feel good. Hey! Stop it!
I'm not gonna bring in both the helixes. I'm just gonna bring in one and bring in a Sin Collector, I think. So let's try this configuration. It's possible I want the Forge Tender. If we see Anger or something like that, I'll bring in the Forge Tender. This hand's very good. Definitely keeping this. So I think because we have the Firelit Thicket in our hand, I'm going to be conservative and fetch for a basic forest here. No, we drew a basic forest, so I was going to say we could fetch for basic forest because sometimes these rug mid-range decks will bring in Blood Moon against us. I don't think Blood Moon's great against us, but, you know. Declan Scott is okay, bud. Alright, and we're going to fetch our Overgrown Tomb here since we have a Sin Collector in our deck. Don't squelch me. Don't do it. Man, I haven't been squelched in a while. That would be savage. So we're going to go ahead and... I think we're going to play Wall of Roots. Yeah, let's play the Wall of Roots out. That threatens turn 3 PN Kieran. Players will need to restart for fixes to take effect. Maybe that's my string constant is out of date. Need to restart the client. That makes sense. Shock myself. So he's like, electrolyze? Maybe he has bounding crisis? Postman, new sub hype. Thanks for the sub. I really appreciate that, man. That's the best way to support the stream. And thankfully, this hand is like full of mana, so like that's not a big deal. I really appreciate that. We've got got a couple of emotes here. We'll see how those go. I'm gonna be streaming more consistently here. So like this is a tough. You're a teacher, right? Do you have any students that play Magic? I had one student a couple semesters ago recognize me from the Magic that I play, but not in a while. Have you considered playing Lotus Cobra in this deck? No, I think Lotus Cobra is worse than playing like more Wall of Roots and stuff like that, or like another 1 mana. Definitely did get hyped for that sub. You're right. So this is great for us. Like he's probably taking PN Kieran Nalar because like he just can't beat it in his deck. Thanks, Postman. I appreciate that. This is like, you know, I have a pseudo real job I teach and do the Magic stuff. This is for fun, but you know, having subs and occasional donations here and there make pitch and spending a few hours a week at it to the wife a little bit easier. I teach entry-level mathematics at a small college. So this semester I'm actually teaching an elementary statistics class, which is a lot of fun. I like stats classes. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this chance to get the Courser resolved, especially since we have the fetch land now. We have a fetch land on top. Look at that. Someone marked the calendar. There was a land on top of the deck when we played the Courser. All the value. Feel the value floweth through you. There's another fetch land. Ah, it's so good. I don't even know what to do with myself. We're gonna try and draw that path to exile because I would like to kill this click. They run Scrib Ranger, Village Bellringer, Arbor Elf. I've run Village Bellringer in the past myself. I'm rarely impressed by it. So I don't really want this Scavenging Ooze on top of our deck. And like games like this like really show where like Courser is just so much better. Like people often ask like when is Courser better than Kitchen Finks? This game alone should sell you on why Courser is better than Kitchen Finks. Our Courser's drawn 2 cards this game, which is just, it's unreal.